In a previous video I spoke to you about a fella called Bob Rotella, and I think he's one of the best golf, if not sports psychologists ever. In one of his favourite books of mine called Play to Play Great, he mentions 10 commandments, and these are 10 things that every golfer should be thinking in order to play their best golf. And you know what? I'm going to share them with you right now. Right, first up, number 1. Play to play great, don't ever play to play poorly. This might seem extremely self-explanatory, however, how many of us do it? You turn up, you're possibly not in the best frame of mind before you even start, you've got no intentions of playing well, and you subsequently play poorly. So every time I want you, now on, whenever you tee up, I want you to have the intention on that first hole of playing to play great and not playing to play poorly, because I know a lot of us, myself included, do. Number 2, love the challenge of the day, whatever it may be. So, there will be days when it's windy as out, especially around here at Ickleton. There's days when it's absolutely chucking it down. How many of you can truly say that on those days you are loving that challenge? I know when I was an amateur and it started to rain, I felt as though I had an advantage over most players in that field on that given day, because I used to love playing in the rain, and I know that 90% of the people that played would count themselves out of the running immediately. So that is number 2. Whatever the challenge, love it, accept it, thrive off it. Number 3, get out of results and into process. So how many of us, let's take for example, straight after you've had a lesson, you're thinking about, I've had a lesson, that means I should immediately get better at golf. No, that is not the case. We need to get out of results and get into the process. So whatever you're working towards, that is your mission. He does also mention in this book, Bob Rotella, that when you're chasing a dream, the desire to chase that dream is far greater than when you actually achieve it. And how prevalent is that in everyday life? So stop thinking short term, keep thinking long term, get out of the results, get into the process. Because to be fair, most of us that are in playing golf now, we're going to be playing it for the rest of our lives, aren't we? So what is the point of beating yourself up for a net 78 in your measly Saturday Stableford when we're working towards something greater than that? That's number 3. Number 4, this is my personal favourite. Number 4, this is my personal favourite. You need to know that nothing on the course on that certain day is going to bother you, and you need to be in the best state of mind for every shot. I feel quite hypocritical telling this to you because I am the biggest exponent of this. I've put so much pressure on myself and it is just totally unnecessary. So before you go up to every shot, imagine, I know Colin Montgomery once said that if you've got one negative thought out of 10 swing thoughts, you need to step back off it and start again. You need to be in the best possible state of mind for every golf shot. And similarly, number 5 is that playing with a feeling that the outcome doesn't matter is always preferable to caring too much. Links in again with me putting too much pressure on myself, I know. I don't want to make this about me, it's about you. But how true is that? We need to get over some tee shots, and instead of thinking about where we don't want to hit it, we need to start thinking about where we do want to hit it. However, what happens if we don't? It doesn't matter, does it? Genuinely does not matter. If I'm playing a par 4 and say it's risk reward, and I'm having a good score, and I were to hit it into the hazard that's nearby to the green, so what? Have I died? No? It doesn't matter, does it? Always preferable not caring enough as it is caring too much. That's number 5. Number 6 is an interesting one. Believe in yourself so that you can play freely. I've been in situations where I felt almost paralysed because I've had no belief in my own ability. I'm a professional golfer. It sounds so silly, and I hopefully don't come across as being quite big-headed when I'm saying this. But I know how to play golf, and there's a lot of instances where I've doubted myself, and it means that I can't play to the best of my ability because I'm not playing free, and that's what it's all about. It's about showcasing your ability, playing free. There's a squirrel there. Hello, mate. So in order to play your best golf, you need to believe fully in yourself. That is number 6. Anyone notice what I did then? Number 7 is see where you want the ball to go before every shot. So this taps into a part of kind of real psychology. If you are to dismiss a lot of this, which some of you might do, I know it does come across as a little bit cheesy and a little bit corny at times, but when you look into real golf psychology, a lot of it is about visualization, and that is the biggest point with number 7. So before every shot, like I just did there, I'm seeing that shot tracer as to where I want that ball to go. Would you believe it? I'm in the middle of the fairway. Crazy coincidence, I know. So number 7 is always make sure that you're visualising and you see the ball where you want to go before you hit it. Number 8 is similar to something that we've spoke about before, so it's be committed, decisive and clear before every shot. So when we spoke about that uncertainty before, that is something that we don't want to take into any of our golf shots. So as we're getting over it, even if it's perhaps the wrong decision, this might seem a bit crazy, if you're going with a line on a putt that you're not quite sure about, step back, convince yourself that the line that you're hitting it on is the perfect one, even if it misses. In retrospect you will only know what the perfect line is after you've hit it, but anyway, you can only hit every shot with 100% conviction. If you've got 1% doubt out of 100%, there's a big chance that it's going to go wrong. So number 8 is be decisive, committed and clear. Number 9 on this list is a little bit corny, so let me off with this one. It's be your own best friend. But how many times do we fall guilty of it when we're out on the course? We beat ourselves up far too much. It is only a game, and it is a game about how good your misses can be as opposed to how good your good shots are. So it only makes sense to me that we have more sympathy with ourselves, and like it says in the book, be your own best friend, don't beat yourself up. Like I said to one of my friends who I give a lesson to quite regularly, this game is hard enough without you beating yourself up as well. Be your own best friend, number 9. And rather fittingly, after that tidy little up and down, the last one is love your wedge and your putter. How nicely does that tie in? So these are the most important clubs when it comes to scoring. For those of you that may not know, I recently changed my putter. I've gone back to an old faithful, one that I always find success with, and I do happen to love it a little bit at the minute. How long that stays that way, I'm not going to be so sure. But these are the clubs that are going to find you the most success when it comes to lowering your score, so make sure you love your wedge and your putter. Those are the 10 commandments as explained by Bob Rotella in his book Play to Play Great. If you think that this video is a little bit corny, please let me know in the comments below and I'll make sure that I'll never do one again. However, if it does help you with your mindset coming into your upcoming rounds, please also let me know. I'd love to hear it. I know that it's helped me in the past, that's why I want to pass these kind of messages on to you. And yeah, that's pretty much it from me from this video. So if you've liked this video, please leave it a like, share it around if you think other people will find it useful, subscribe if you've not done so already, and thanks for watching. Cheers.